guys. It's been a couple days since I was able to film, but major things we have going here is differential service on Mark IV Supra. Typical for us, but that's what we like to do here. So this is for one of my Supra buddies from SoCal area. His name is Alex. So he got a OS Gaiken Super Lock 1.5 way, and then he bought every single new seal, everything that he will need, even like new crush sleeve, every little piece that you could need for a Supra diff, and we're rebuilding it. It's quite the process to get these bearing races out. They were not fun, and you got to use heat. Well, no, not on these two, you just use the press, but you got to use heat to pull this off, and you got to use heat to put these guys on. And then I use this, I don't know if, what I should have done is show you guys when I'm doing it. I have one more set of bearings to do, so I'm going to show you guys when I do that, because it's pretty cool, because you go like this, upside down, and then you freeze one piece. Like you'll freeze, like on this is the old bearing, so I still got to pull this off. So I'll heat it up, then I'll pull, like start pulling it off. That's no fun, but I have a process of getting it off. It comes off. Then I will use heat to heat up the bearing race a little, like the bearing a little bit, not the race, but like the bottom, this part here. I guess that's the inner race. So yeah, I'll use it to heat up the inner race a little bit. Not too hot, because you got to worry about the bearings and the cage, so you don't want to destroy anything. So you heat it up, helps it expand that little bit, and then you cool down the shaft, so that your tolerances are now out of tolerance, and it should, in theory, it'll just fall in place, which these ones did do that. Sometimes if you don't give it enough heat, it won't fall in place, but then you're nervous to give too much heat, so it's okay, and then you'll walk over to the press the rest of it on. If you didn't have means to a press, it's almost not possible with differentials. I'll try and catch up with you guys on this as I put the last finishing touches on it, so you can see how cool it is when, you know, like you heat up one, cool down the other. So that's happening over here. Then we've moved some Supras around. Looks like Mike's Supra is ready to go home. We put a master disconnect kill in it, and we put the bride brackets to lower the seats, and then we made a little display holder, or holder for his display. So now he has his gear indicator right there. There's more that we could do to it, but he's kind of happy with the result for right now, so we can go get some drive time with it. Ah, the lighting. And then Food Supra over here is just about to get timing belt removed and pull off that crank pulley. The problem we're having is there's not enough room to fit this 3/4 inch impact in between the well, we removed the radiator. We still have this AC condenser core right here, and there's not much room in there, but we don't want to break open his AC lines. Then he's got to go recharge his whole system. If we have to, we will, but I'm hoping we do not have to, because we got to fit that in there. Then we got to get our puller on there to pull off the lower crank pulley, and it's an aftermarket one, so it's gonna be super fun. If you want to do an aftermarket one and have it be like kind of effortless, fluid damper. Any other one is just gonna fight you, and you'll be spending half an hour pulling that off. Once we get it off, we're gonna see if the timing belt is a little bit worn, and it's got 90,000 miles, so it's time to do it. But we're gonna see if we see any other surprises. I'm thinking not, because we'd have already seen them. We don't see any oil leaks, but I can't know for sure. So in the meantime, Fu works at Toyota. He works for TRD, so he supplied all his Toyota pieces. We like to use this Powerhouse Racing billet bracket for the timing belt tensioner that holds the timing belt pulley. The reason is because they crack. We showed you that before, but once you use a billet steel one, it does not crack. The reason I am really one-sided to Powerhouse Racing one is just because they use a better material, and then they also put this bushing in there, so you still put a little bit of grease on the oil. Each person has a different, like, so you would want to use some form of lubricant before you install it, but just the fact that it has that bushing and the material is better, I use it. Then we're using a Gates Racing timing belt. This is a must-have, and then we have a couple other things we're gonna do, service on his trans and stuff like that. So that's happening today, but Street Fighter LA's project is coming along. We had all the windows removed by our guy. We are now cutting out the back. And we're gonna do a real small opening for the radiator. They had a lot of Mitsumoto parts show up. They got this dual pass radiator. It's smaller than ones that we traditionally use in the race cars by a little bit, but it's still high efficiency dual pass with an inlet outlet right here, and we will hide that in the back of the car, and then run a Mazir 336 water pump like we like to use, and get that all set up so it can be ready for SEMA. Hopefully we can get it running for SEMA and get everything like dialed in, but we're kind of down to like 2 months, so let's make this happen, and we're just getting the parts right now. So it's kind of how it goes with car stuff. And then Rory's Supra kind of hasn't had updates because we were catching up on other stuff. We did a little bit to the front end, but not finalized at the front end, so we'll wait on that. But check this out. So we continued work on the inside of Brett's car. We didn't have these tubes bent or any of this stuff happening yet, but now we do. Starters in on the transmission, and then we just have like our plates kind of trimmed out to like the first step. Nothing's tacked in place, and there'll be some final trimming on all of it. Oh, excuse me, on all this. And we made this part out of aluminum because this will be removable because his fuel cell is right behind there. But we're gonna bead roll some strength into those, and then down here we have to weld in a flange that will allow us to put nut zerts in there. And then Brett was talking about maybe putting a window in this area so you can see in there. And then see how it has these holes on the sides? We were going to use this hole here, cut into it, and try and go in through the side to be the fuel fill. It's gonna be close because it's almost gonna be level, but we're gonna try and have it like a 4-degree going downward slope so that he can fill up at the gas station and not, I guess, spill on his leg, I guess. It's gonna be a tight one though. We're all excited to see this one come further along because we ordered a Woodward steering column for it, like the one in Rory's car or my Supra, and then we also have the Willwood pedal set that we have to hang here, so it's gonna come together quickly in the next couple weeks, I would hope. Lots of progress happening on lots of stuff here at the shop. We got the pump driver in this one. We had to machine out something that was welded shut from the previous shop. We're slowly learning more and more about this big block 540 cubic inch Chevy. So had some things done a little bit differently that didn't make sense, and we learned why it didn't make sense. And unfortunately, the previous shop had done like a startup on it without the pump drive, so it started on assembly lube. Only, he says, only for, you know, like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, but that's kind of worrying us. So we got the base map in here. We're gonna drain out all the old fuel that's in there, and then do prime it again, and then try and get it started at the beginning of next week, because we have too many other projects happening and not enough guys to tackle each one. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna go back in the office, get more parts coming to keep these projects rolling, and then we'll update you guys in a little bit on what's happening on these things throughout the shop. Hey guys, we're still here in the shop trying to do stuff, tools and stuff to race car stuff. Anyway, Supras, yep, they're here. Okay, so what you guys do want to see is some dangerous stuff happen. So I have a welding glove over here. Maybe I'll do this piece on the metal. So this is the bearing. It needs to sit here. Doesn't fit though. Why not? Okay, so we need this to be a little bigger and this to be a little smaller. Doesn't always work perfect, but let's see if we can make it happen. We're gonna let, we brought in Europeans to, they're good at filming and working on cars today. They're gonna film, and I'm gonna try and do this single-handedly and hopefully not burn myself. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, we warped the metal already. You guys see the movement there? That was crazy. You gotta get this hot, but within reason. Not too hot. Just hot enough. See that single-handed glove install? Yeah, we're gonna get this hot enough to start a fire underneath. If everything goes as planned, you're gonna be excited. Woo! Victory! So the one thing you do not want to do is grab it barehanded right after that because you're all excited that it fit. Don't do that. Also, don't touch this area here.
Yeah.
So, that's it. That's your tricks and tips for the day. I don't know. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, what is this? This is like multi-purpose duster, mostly used when it's not upside down. Keyboard duster, or like mullet. There you go. So get that, and then get map gas, and don't forget this because you would be in pain. All right, I gotta go. Nice to meet you guys. High five. See you later. All right. We have installed this. And last thing we have to do, we're waiting on a shim. We set it to what we need, but we gotta order that shim and then plop these guys back in. And then it's back to for his Supra. Got another Supra diff there for Will that we fixed. We had to chase some threads on one of these back here. Fix that guy up. Alright. We had a short day today, only just 12 hours, so see you guys later.
See you!